Imagine pulling your retirement timeline forward by a decade. It might sound like magic, but it's just math. The power of compounding done in stages. You've heard about compound interest, but most people only think of one kind of compounding, where their money is earning more money. Here's the kicker. Compounding actually happens in phases, and if you master all three phases, you don't just grow wealth, you accelerate your entire timeline. By the end of this video, you'll know the 8-4-3 rule and exactly how to use it to retire years earlier. Let's dive in. Even if you're starting with modest savings, say a few $100s a month, these phases can add up to massive gains. But if you ignore them, you'll just be compounding at one speed while others stack all three. Think of it as a three-stage rocket. Stage 1 gets you off the ground, Stage 2 burns faster, and Stage 3 blasts you into orbit. Each stage builds on the last. Miss a stage and your journey stalls. Phase 1. Lay your foundation, years 1 to 8. This is your steady growth phase. Think of it like laying rails on a track. You start by investing consistently every month, even small amounts like $500 or $1,000. The goal here is consistency, not some ridiculous returns. By investing regularly in something like a retirement account or index fund, you let compound interest do its work. For example, imagine you put aside $1,000 a month and earn a conservative 7% annual return. After 8 years, you'd have around $139,000. It's not a fortune yet, but it's a solid foundation. More importantly, you've built the habit and momentum. You automated those contributions and maybe even reinvested dividends automatically. This stage may feel like slow growth, but it's crucial. It plants the seeds of compounding. You're building the runway for liftoff. During these first 8 years, focus on simple actions. Set up automatic transfers to your investment account, contribute to a 401k or IRA, and let time do its job. Every dollar you invest now will help supercharge your later stages. Remember, the money you earn in this period will earn its own money down the road. Keep it simple and stay disciplined. Notice I said years 1 through 8. 8 whole years of steady compounding. That time frame might seem long, but consistency is what turns a few dollars into dozens of dollars later. Stick with it and you'll reach our first checkpoint, a strong base of savings and invested capital. Now, here's a thought. If you stop at year 8 and coast, you'll just bank those gains and miss out on the next 2 boosters. But what if instead you added fuel to the fire? That's what phase 2 is all about. Phase 2. Hit the accelerator, years 9 to 12. By year 9, you've built momentum. It's time to shift gears. Imagine flipping your savings from a slow crawl into a sprint. How? Increase those contributions. If you can, boost your monthly investment. Say, double it from the first phase. Or maybe find a side gig or bonus and funnel more cash into your investments. Keeping our example, what if you now invest $2,000 a month at the same 7% return? Because you already had that $139,000 base from phase 1, those additional contributions and gains really take off. In the next 4 years, years 9 to 12, your balance could jump from about $139,000 to roughly $309,000. That's more than double, thanks to both the higher contributions and the compounding on a bigger principle. During this acceleration phase, your returns feel more powerful because you're pouring fuel into the compounding engine. Each year's gain builds on a larger pile of money. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. By adding both more snow, money, and a steeper slope, higher contributions or returns, you speed up. Now, you might be thinking, what if I can't double my contributions? Fair point. Even raising your saving rate modestly, say from $1,000 to $1,500 a month, still accelerates your journey. Or you might earn a raise or side income and redirect that boost into your savings. The key is, do more during this phase than you did in the first. It's staking your claim on the gains ahead. We're still pacing through years 9 to 12 here, so 4 years of heavier lifting. If you keep at it, you'll hit the end of this phase with a much larger nest egg. In our example, we went from $139,000 at year 8 to $309,000 by year 12. But hold on, we're not at the finish line yet. There's one more stage coming that flips everything into overdrive. If you're getting value so far, do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. We keep sharing finance and wealth building strategies like this, and we don't want you to miss out. Phase 3. Launch to exponential growth, years 13 to 15. Welcome to the final burst, the exponential phase. Think of it as breaking through the atmosphere of slow growth and entering true orbit. At this point, your investment balance is high enough that even modest returns feel enormous. But you can also push even harder by adding any last raises, bonuses, or windfalls into your investments. In practical terms, maybe you contributed $2,000 a month in phase 2. Now imagine upping it to $3,000 a month in phase 3. Or maybe you get a job promotion or sell an asset and funnel that lump sum into your portfolio. Every extra dollar here counts tenfold because it's building on years of gains. Continuing our example, after year 12, you had about $309,000. If you now invest $3,000 a month at 7% for 3 more years, by year 15, you'd reach roughly $621,000. Notice how those last 3 years saw a big jump, doubling your money one more time from $309,000 to over $600,000. That's exponential growth in action. Your savings and returns returns both feeding each other. Here's the crazy part. Many people think slowing down or stopping is safe once they hit a number. But if you slow down now, you're leaving years of free gains on the table. Use this final phase to shred your timeline. By aggressively saving and investing for just 3 more years, you convert that momentum into a life-changing sum. At the end of phase 3, year 15, in our scenario, you have over $620,000. If instead you had only done phase 1 and then stopped, you'd be around $139,000, a difference of nearly $500,000. That's the cost of skipping the boosters. Or think of it another way. By following all 3 phases, you achieved in 15 years what might have taken 25 or more years otherwise. You've effectively pulled your timeline forward by a decade or more. The 8-4-3 rule is really just 3 levels of compounding discipline. 1. 8 years of steady growth. Set up your baseline with consistent, automatic investing. This builds your base. 2. 4 years of acceleration. Ramp up contributions as you can. More money, more speed. This doubles down on growth. 3 years of exponential boost. Go all in on what you can spare, capturing the massive upside while compound interest is at its peak. Each phase is more powerful than the last, and stacking them is how you shave years off your retirement. Start today, wrap up year 15 with a 6-figure nest egg or more, and your retirement age could slide back dramatically. So what should you do today to apply this rule? Automate a monthly contribution, even if small. Open that investment or retirement account and set it on autopilot. Plan to increase your contributions in a few years. Maybe set a rule like add X dollars from every raise, or schedule a savings rate review each year. Identify any bonus funds or extra income you can direct to savings. Think of creative ways to inject extra cash in those final years. Follow these steps, and you won't just make money, you'll make time. You'll find yourself retiring years earlier, living your dream instead of waiting. Pick one action from each phase. 8 years of building, 4 years of acceleration, 3 years of exponential boost, and you'll feel the slope of your life change.